You are the center of the universe. I'm Dr. Allred.
I'm Dr. Allred's wife, and
this is the way I see it.
We like to think of ourselves as good judges of character, but a lot of the time, we get it wrong. In 1977, Dr. Ross introduced the term fundamental attribution error. Babe, it's too fast. Fundamental attribution error. He argued that all humans are intuitive scientists who are constantly trying to understand the causes for the actions of other people. Unfortunately, we can't read minds, so we make deductions based on what we can see, and often our conclusions are inaccurate. Think about the last time you were late to an important meeting because you had to take care of a family emergency. Because you were a part of the entire process. You knew why you were late and that it was for a good reason. But when one of your colleagues is late, you are not able to see everything that goes on behind the scenes. Dr. Ross found that people routinely infer stable traits from behavior, even when that behavior is clearly shaped by external constraints. In other words, when we see someone do something, we assume it is because that is just who they are. We see someone act rudely, we assume they are rude, and we forget that they might just be tired, pressured, or afraid. Not at all like Dr. Allred. Our minds are constantly trying to make sense of the world, but with limited and sometimes inaccurate data. So take the time to remind yourself that what you see isn't always the full story.
Although you are not the center of the universe, you have literally been at the center of every experience you've ever had. Because of this, your mind naturally interprets events through the lens of your own self-importance. As you attempt to understand why things happened, your mind distorts the explanation in a way that protects your own sense of self. This natural tendency to take credit for our successes and to blame outside factors for our failures is known as the self-serving bias. In 1980, Dr. Lau and Dr. Russell analyzed 594 newspaper quotes from athletes after they had participated in a major athletic competition. When their teams had won, these athletes attributed success to internal factors, saying things like, "We played really hard," or "We stayed focused," or "We put a lot of effort into our training." But when their teams lost, they blamed external factors, saying things like, "The referees were terrible," "The field conditions were bad," or "We have a lot of injuries right now." And this doesn't just happen in sports. When things go well, we say it's because of our ability or our hard work. But when things go poorly, we point to the situation, bad luck, or blame somebody else. This self-serving bias can be helpful if we think of ourselves as the center of the universe. But it is damaging to relationships, particularly when combined with fundamental attribution errors. So get over yourself, recognize the contributions of others, and be grateful that you aren't really the center of the universe.